Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 751. Before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. My current goal is 500 subscribers so I can have access to offering channel memberships. And I'm trying to reach the milestone of 200 subscribers to reach that 500 subscriber goal. So if you do decide to help me out with that, thank you very much. And the last thing I want to say is just a reminder that if you are interested in my psychic and spiritual services, I will be opening up availability again on Saturday, May 17th at 12 a.m. or midnight. So keep a lookout for that if you are interested. I just looked down at the timer. So we're starting this reading off with, well, I mean, we usually start with numbers, but different numbers we're starting off with. I saw the number 122 and then the number 123. And for me, the number 122 is about change starting with you. And 1, 2, 3, 4 is a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. I feel like you're being called to do something because you have the potential to make an impact or to create change, positive change. Getting into interpreting the number 752, the number 7 is about learning and wisdom. Of course, this is just a general energy of learning. It's going to resonate differently for everybody on what exactly you're learning, but I feel like this wisdom is really going to help you see your true potential. Number 5 is about change, and I also want to say growth and wisdom for some reason, so maybe there's a change here that's helping you grow that you are learning from. And, you know, it's actually the learning itself that's helping you grow. So maybe, you know, a good message here is to embrace the lessons, embrace what you're learning, embrace the change, and the light, the awareness that comes with it. Number 2 is about balance. Just got a vision of the 2 of Pentacles where the person is juggling 2 pentacles trying to balance things. So maybe that's exactly what you're trying to do. You are trying to prioritize and plan. Maybe you're trying to be more strategic with something, and this is confirmation. Your focus should be on balance. You know, sorting things out in a way that is harmonious is the best way that I can describe it. But number 2 can also be confirmation that something needs to be released or let go. And I saw the number 3, 4, 5, another sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. I feel like this change, you're letting something go. That is the change. Let me think for a second. I think you're being called to trust that you're being called to let go, to learn for a reason. Whatever this wisdom is that you gain, it's going to work for you. Letting go, at least in the long run, is going to work for you. I accidentally said look because I looked down at the clock and was thinking about like what I was going to say because I saw like the number 432 another sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. These changes, these lessons, they're happening for a reason. I feel like there's so much value and potential in this change and this learning that you may not fully see yet, and that's what you're just being called to trust. Especially if you feel guided by the universe or your spirit guide to embrace these changes and the lessons. I think they want you to trust that this is going to lead you to somewhere that is empowering and freeing, rather than disempowering and restrictive. You can trust the lessons, and you can trust the change, I want to say. Adding up these numbers, 7 plus 5, I wanted to say 11 for someone. I know the number 11 is associated with the Justice card in Tarot. I feel like that's confirmation that if you move forward with these changes and these lessons, things are going to be brought back into balance. Yeah, 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. You can trust the change and the lessons, and that it's going to give you the justice. Inside, outside, wherever it may come from. It's going to give you the justice that you deserve, and maybe that you have always deserved. But trying to add up those numbers again, 7 plus 5 is 13, plus 2 is 15. There's 2 messages here. The 15 on its own, 15 is associated with the Devil card in Tarot, and I just watched a reading where the Devil card was there, so whatever you're letting go, it feels like an unhealthy attachment, to put it in the most general sense. But the other message, 15, 1 plus 5 is 6. That's unconditional love for yourself, pouring that unconditional love into yourself so that way it can flow out to others, instead of having to pour, from your own cup that is not full enough as it is, or is completely empty and drained. Maybe there is someone or a situation here that is asking for more from you emotionally, mentally, and spiritually than you're truly willing to give. I think it's important to be honest with yourself about that, and to take the actions necessary. Yeah, let go. And let this loss teach you something about yourself. And I want to say yourself because that number 6, that unconditional love for yourself. I feel like this is really an opportunity to learn how to love yourself more on a deeper level than you already do, no matter how much you do or don't. I think that's why the universe and your spirit guides want you to know that it's worth it, because when you're in a state of loving yourself unconditionally in the way that you deserve, you're going to attract people and opportunities that love you unconditionally in the way that you deserve, because the standards that you set for yourself are the same standards that you set for other people and entities. Make sure you're not too high with the expectations that you set for yourself, or you're not too lenient, because you will attract either or. I'm going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a card from these box of cards, which are cards that I made myself, if you didn't already know. Yes, this makes a lot of sense. This really makes a lot of sense. We have the number 18 with pay attention to negative limiting beliefs about yourself. I know I have a subscriber, shout out to you, who resonates with the message of pay attention, so this could be particularly significant for you. But this is a clear energy that you're keeping yourself boxed in a situation, maybe trapped might not be the right word, but you're feeling really restricted in a situation. And it's important for you to let that go, not only because you deserve it, you deserve to be free and expansive and empowered, and to believe in yourself. You also deserve to lead a life with purpose, meaning. 1 plus 8 on the number 18 is 9. And if you've been around, you know that the number 9 for me is all about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. There's a strong emphasis here on the impact that you can make because of seeing the number 122 in the beginning. We're starting with you are impactful and ending with you are impactful. The decisions that you make, what you say, what you do, it all matters on an energetic level, because everyone is so deeply connected that it is impossible for our own energy to not affect other people or just energy in the universe. So be mindful of how you speak to yourself.